Good evening. Happy Friday evening. We are about to study Dhammapda Chapter 19, Justice. Let me pull it up on the screen. Thanks for studying with me this evening. Here we go. Verse 256. It is unwise to make snap judgments and think they are just. A wise person only makes a judgment after understanding all perspectives. Verse 257. He who is learned and leads others in the right direction, that judges not with an agitated mind and is in accordance with righteous law, him I call just. Verse 258. Speaking a lot doesn't make you wise. Being patient, free from hatred, and fearless does. Thank you for joining me in study tonight. We're on chapter 19, verse 259. Quoting wisdom doesn't necessarily make you well-versed. When you hear wisdom, realize its truth and embody it, then you are truly versed. Verse 260. Gray hair does not necessarily make you an elder. Having gray hair without mindfulness means you have grown old in vain. Verse 261. If you are honest, virtuous, loving, calm, self-controlled, free from impurities, and wise, you can be called a true elder. Verse 262. A person may be charming and have beautiful form, but they are not good-hearted if they are greedy, selfish, and fake. So you look here, he's angry at the woman. She's eating the apple, and he's holding the apple behind his back. See? A lot of times the illustrations are really, really good to look at. Verse 263. If you have eradicated greed, overcome selfishness, mastered honesty, and uprooted hatred, you are truly a kind-hearted person. Verse 264. Just because someone shaves their head does not mean they have grasped true knowledge. If a person's eyes are greedy and their mouth is offensive, how can they possibly be wise? Verse 265. Whoever has entirely subdued evil, both small and great, is called a master because he is done with it. Verse 266. Telling people what they want to hear and then smiling as you take a donation does not make you a holy man. You do not become a holy man by following others who are not on the path to enlightenment. Verse 267. Whoever lives a life of purity with no concern about praise or blame and walks in the world with awareness is a real yogi. Verse 268. Not by practicing silence does someone turn into a master if they are confused and unknowing. Someone that establishes equilibrium in their awareness as if they were holding a balance scale, sees what is good and what is bad, then chooses the noble action, is a real master. Verse 269. He who is in the world and balances both sides is a master. So you have to see the good and the bad, the beginning and the end. You can't be caught in one of the spectrums of duality. You have to see both poles. 270. Someone who harms life is not an Arya. Someone who is gentle towards all living things and has pity for them is a genuine Arya. Verse 271. Following rules and observances devoutly, stuffing your brain with vast knowledge, living in solitude, or thinking, I have achieved the bliss of renunciation known by the masses, does not make you fully enlightened. Verse 272. One should only rest content when they have fully cleansed themselves of all impurities. That's it for chapter 19. Thanks so much for joining me for study. I appreciate it. Any questions or comments you can put in the comments below. Thank you.